Guys, good old Lord Shadows here to give you another One Piece Chapter 817 review. So it appears like in this week's chapter of One Piece, we finally have the revelation of the mysterious ninja Oh my god, okay. Okay, before I came to the main part, of One Piece, should I say the main part when the Reizo was actually revealed, I just only wish to say few things that we actually find in this chapter was actually really quite surprising and, epic in the way how they were revealed and everything, First of all, let's begin with one most important thing. Jack is alive! Hooray! Hallelujah! Not. Because, come on. Could you actually really, could you ever think seriously that a guy as Jack, the Draw, bounty 1 billion and so much tough opponent and a right-hand man and a member of the Beast Pirates, or say, member of the Yonko's crew, could be so easily defeated? Naturally, of course, in this chapter we find out that his ship was a lot damaged. And he was also very damaged. How the fuck he cannot be damaged? He was up against Fujitora, Tsuru, and Sengoku. How the fuck he was thinking that he could easily take the Flamingo, and take him away? How the fuck he could do that? How the fuck he could do that? And we're talking about one of the three most powerful names in the Navy. The only thing we didn't have there is Garp, because I do believe if we have, for example, or Ryokuju or Garp or any other strong tough Marines, I will take it as Garp. If we have, for example, even Garp on the crew, Jack will not only dead, Jack will be dead. He will be dead. So okay, let's move on. So okay. Jack with the other it appears like other Beast Pirate ships. He was sailing across the seas and everything. So we don't know if he's headed to Zou, but in the way how I see it, and especially after he was reading the newspaper they proclaiming dead. Even if he said I'm dead. Do I look like that? Everybody no. They were so shitting their pants because we're talking about Jack here. Of course, he's one of the badass motherfuckers in the Yonko's crew of Kaido, so you know what I'm talking about, So no, he's fine, you're fine, and everything, everything is fine, But of course, Jack, when he was reading the newspaper, and then the only last part of the scene where we see him, even if he was okay, one by one, okay, ship was damaged, he was all in bandages. I already explained why, and the last thing we saw him is he tear up the newspapers, where he was proclaimed alive, some sort of way, the way how he was looking. I can assume that maybe he was admitting defeat in his mind, peacefully and everything, just not saying out loud or something like that. I really don't know. But the one thing I'm really quite interested, if he is presumed dead. If he is presumed dead, then maybe even his bounty won't be active anymore. I don't know. I'm just saying, So, but the one thing is for sure now, where Jack is headed, that is one of the big questions. And I do believe that he's gonna go back to Zou and try to search for Reizo. I'm not actually quite sure he's gonna come back to Kaido. Just saying mission failed and everything. We didn't have much we have Tsuru, Sengoku, and Fujitora, and we didn't have any luck to save the Flamingo or whatever. So. I don't know. Jack is strong, but he's not a fool. So I believe that he's gonna go ahead to Zou again. And with that being said, we're gonna have the fight we've all been waiting for: Jack against the Straw Hats. That's one of the main things. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is we find out, in this chapter is the Kinemon, Reizo, Inuarashi, and Nekomamushi they bear the crest of the Kozuki family, which actually, if I remember the last chapter, it was like Kogetsu family or something like that, because it sounds much more like Wano country, in the same point, I mean, I really, maybe it was a misprint in translation. I mean, I don't know, but whatever. The name of the family appears like is Kozuki family, and every single member of that family or clan, whatever, they have the crest on their, like Kinemon has on his back, and the way how he looked like, okay, he had the bones of pirates, or pirate bones. That's more recent. That's original. Then then the symbol himself, he looks like some kind of swan. It looks like some kind of swan, and right on the swan's chest, it looks like some kind of type of sun, whatever. So it appears like this is the symbol of this Kozuki family. That's one thing. And also in this chapter we have one of the big surprises that nobody ever predicted. It's revealed that Kinemon is not actually Momonosuke's father, because his real father is the master of the Kozuki family, which is a leader of the Kozuki family named Lord Odin. I mean, it's written with an E, but Lord Odin. Seriously? I mean, from the Japanese and samurais and ninjas and everything, you bring up the Norwegian father of gods. I mean, really? Seriously? I mean, what the hell why are you naming like that, I mean, it's real. So it appears like this Lord Odin is the father of Momonosuke, and also Momonosuke is revealed like he's supposed to be like the heir of the throne of the Kozuki family, and like master, and of course master to Kinemon, Reizo, Kanjuro, in Russian Ikumamushi, his master, like I said before. And also it appears like, now that explains a lot, like Kinemon and Kanjuro appears like to be to Momonosuke some kind of bodyguard or something, that was. I mean, it sounds funny, ridiculous, because I really don't know, because I don't think they even all the plan that way, because in the way how they were playing Hazard, they really they really sounded like they were father and son. So I was really okay, it was really weird for me, all the son, he's the, like I said, he's the master of all those four guys. I mean, that's really kind of strange. Okay, and the one thing I want to talk about this revelation. Okay, Luffy and Yaros were all still surprised. Even if Brook was thinking oh, that's strange, because I think they're both the same. How they not became father and son in the way how Brook see it, because in the Brook's mind, how it's flowing is you see the perverted side of Kinemon and Momonosuke, and even if he is Momonosuke, even if he is the master of Kanjuro and Kinemon, he's still, Momonosuke, he still is a lover of Nami's cleavage, in short, or aka Nami's boobs. Yeah, he still loves Nami's boobs, right? Even if, this time things will change, because when Nami finds out that Momonosuke is the heir of the Kozuki family and his father is the leader, Lord Odin, right? So I think Nami this time I think this boob loving, it's gonna take another story about I think I can use that, because the time when she was holding Momonosuke on her breast, one more thing, even in this chapter we finally see another scene where Momonosuke shows his perverted side, even he's a child. Which actually I always find odd, small children with the age of 8 or 9 or something like that, to show them with that perverted, pig style, face, when they're showing their perverted side. I mean, it was always very odd for me, or even for small children. I mean, for teenagers, adult and old man, for example, Master Roshi. I mean, okay, it's fine by me, but for kids, okay, that was really odd for me. So cool. It's okay, whatever. Fuck it. Okay, so. When Nami, like I said, heard about the Lord Odin being his father and the leader of the Kozuki family and everything, she felt I can do that to my advantages, I can use that advantage, yeah. And he she was holding Momonosuke and say tell me, now that you were the heir of the Kozuki family and your father is Lord Odin, the leader, so I believe he's so famous, he must have some treasures, I suppose, And the way like he was sweating, Momonosuke, he was like, oh shit, he was like he was finding it very disturbing, and even Usopp in the other saying, hit the brakes, man, for God's sake. Okay, now the boobs loving Momonosuke, like he's in danger because now she's thinking about money. She's gonna use this in her advantage. That's one thing I really found funny. The other thing I really found funny is when Luffy find out Momonosuke, he didn't care. I mean, if he's royal or he's famous or he's nobility, I mean, whatever. He didn't care because he felt like, oh, even if you're now Lord Momonosuke, like, and find out about your father and everything, do you really think we're gonna treat you differently like we treated you before? Huh? You really think we're gonna treat you differently? No, we're gonna treat you in the same way like we treated you before, dummy. I mean, that's so Luffy. That is so Luffy, and that's one of the reasons I really, really loved about. That's one of the reasons why I really love Luffy's character. I really, really love him. Especially now with this, what he said to Momonosuke, he doesn't give a fuck. Even he's Lord Momonosuke right now. Oh, I mean, it was really, it was actually really, really funny. The other reason, also in this chapter we find out that the reason of why Inuarashi and Nikomamushi appears to starting hating each other, it appears like, in the way how when Momonosuke, came there and screaming, okay, that's enough, like stop arguing, like he was all crying and everything, like seeing like Inuarashi and Nikomamushi, like hating each other, hitting at each other and everything, and he said like, it appears like why they hate each other. It appears that involves something about what happened with Lord Odin. I mean, it's still a mystery. I mean, so for now, the only choice we have, it has to happen something with Lord Odin. I mean, Momonosuke's father. I mean, maybe something happened between those guys. What is connected with him. I mean, I don't know. We only know this part, as part of the trailer to find out what really happened. So I'm really curious to see what really happened. Why Nikomamushi and Inuarashi, start to hate each other, hitting each other, and everything. The one thing I really find, shocking and everything, even if he's a kid, even Inuarashi and Nikomamushi, they just bow to him, they just bow to him, like he's, the supreme leader and everything, even if he's only the heir. Because, I mean, after all, his father is still alive, so you got the idea. But of course, like I said before, like, even Nikomamushi and Inuarashi are members of the Kozuki family. Even if they're Mink tribe, even if they're Mink tribe members and leaders, so you get the idea. The one thing, was really surprising for me because, okay, well, before Momonosuke revealed himself, they were all like hating each other, trying to fight, make a clash, between the two of them and everything. They really hate their own guts, After all, he is a cat. And Inuarashi is a dog, so you know what I meant. So they would hate each other. They would do whatever it takes to destroy themselves. Even if when we're trying to explain what really happened, with Raise and everything, they would start saying, "Yo, Inuarashi, get away. You give the guy creeps. Let me explain everything." And Inuarashi, "No, Nikomamushi, you get away. I will explain the situation. Right now, right here, right now. So get the fuck out of here. And then like I said, I don't know. Momonosuke just came there and make them shut up and make peace because Inuarashi, because of Momonosuke, for the sake of Momonosuke, they make peace with each other. Even if the Ming tribe, find it as a miracle or a part of celebration, like finally the two kings make peace with each other and everything, even if it's a little bit that you still hate each other, That was, surprising, but some kind of odd, because like now this Momonosuke is here, they will do whatever it takes, like for his own sake, even if he's a shitty, perverted 8-year-old child. I mean, I don't know, even if, okay, and the one thing I realized, like, when Luffy was arguing with Momonosuke, they still, like, arguing with each other, hating and everything, because, like, the one thing I also like with Luffy when he said, like, oh yeah, you're a lord and everything, and you're afraid of heights. You're afraid of heights, and everything, like, and of course, like, a real samurai never reveals his fears and everything, yeah. I mean, fucking, he's an 8-year-old child. I mean, how the hell he could know everything about samurais, from the beginning, Whatever, you get the idea. Okay, the one thing we find out is about, the other part is about Reizo, and one other thing is still one of the greatest revelation. Okay, so Reizo, all this time, when beast pirates were attacking everything, he was hidden inside the whale tree. I mean, the whale tree why the hell the Beast Pirates didn't go there? I mean, they search, they destroy, they burn the kingdom to the ground, but they never touch the whale forest. They never touch the main whale tree and everything. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it sounds like, okay, because I really don't understand why they don't destroy and try to find Razor there. Because, I mean, in Avatar, they destroyed the biggest tree, like, on the planet, try to build up their own things, and destroy, the race. But the Beast Pirates didn't do the same shit with the whale forest. I mean, with the whale tree. I mean, it makes no sense. It really makes sense why they did not search there, Because, like I said, in Avatar, they destroyed the big tree. But the Beast Pirates in One Piece, no, they didn't, no. I mean, they didn't have no idea, like, if they thought, like, there's no way in. Because it also appears like, Nekomamushi tried to explain to the others that it appears like this whale tree has some kind of secret passage with lots of stairs, going down, and like, so nobody except the main tribes can find like this passage and go to Reizo. The one thing before I came to Reizo, one thing I was really wondering, when Kinemon was taking Momonosuke on his back, he was like he said, the more and more close we go to this tree, I can hear his loud voice. I don't know if that was a mistranslation or it was real, because it sounds like that the Momonosuke and his father, like Luffy and Goldie Roger, they have the power to hear all things. I mean, okay, for Roger and Luffy we all know, but Momonosuke and Lord Odin, I mean, they have like this power to hear all things. Okay, now that is a good mystery, I mean, I don't know if it's a mistranslation or if it's real, but if it's real, it appears like Roger and Luffy are not alone. It appears like Roger and Luffy are not alone, and it also looks like, that Momonosuke and Lord Odin maybe they're gonna have some kind of connections with the Poneglyph. Because, yes, I said Poneglyph, because in this chapter, not only we reveal Reizo, but also we reveal a new Poneglyph, which actually, it was like, which in Reizo's case, he was chained up with the Poneglyph, which also, like, Arashi said, this Poneglyph is not like, great type blue, something like that, because in the way how he's in the anime, but this time, this Poneglyph is red. Color is fully red inside the room where Reizo was hidden, and it appears like, Rashi said, it appears like this Poneglyph colored red was meant for something else. I mean, I was really, shit. I was really wondering, when the fuck we're gonna see like a new Poneglyph. But now, when they the Straw Hats came to Zou, and find out that hundreds and hundreds of years, the Poneglyph was here and everything. I already knew, like everybody else, that we're gonna find. There's a big possibility that we're gonna find a new Poneglyph here, and now we're gonna find out. And of course, Nico Robic became interested in it, so he tried, to read the Poneglyph to see what's going on. Or it has to do something with the Void Century, or it has to do something with the ancient weapons, or it has to do something with the ancient kingdom, or it has to do something with One Piece, or the real Poneglyph that is in Raftel. I mean, it's still a mystery what this Poneglyph is going to show us, because I'm really interested what this one that's called Red is showing us. Because, like I said, in Rashi, in the way how Rashi said, it appears like it's meant for something else. So maybe something, I don't know, maybe it's for something else. I mean, I know, but it's still a mystery. But one thing I'm sure, I'm really happy to see, if we're gonna have a Poneglyph there. Okay, now that I said all this everything, now we come to Reizo. Yes, we come to Reizo. Reizo, I mean, okay, I was a bit shocked in the way how when I saw him, because I was really thought he's gonna be something like, Kenjiro or Kinemon, build up, like a true badass samurai and everything, because even Luffy and Usopp, like, all excited, like, ninja, he can do that, he can do this, and blah, blah, blah. Even he said to Reizo all the time, do this, do the clone type, ninja type thing, like hiding in the roof and being stabbed by a spear, like, they, make the disappearing act, they were being a real pain in the ass for Reizo. Even he said, like, whoa, calm down. The ninja you're asking for, it's from your fantasies. Even if, you know, you're saying like the ninja, you know, is silent, you know, brave and everything, you know, silent and everything, you know, shit, Skype. Everything, you know, even at the end, you know, he still showed them, you know, his techniques. He still showed them this ninja type of techniques and everything, you know. Before I'm sort of stopping, because if you hear that voice, that was my Skype thing. Sorry. Okay, I mean, okay. His design, like I say, he disappointed me a little bit. Disappointed me because I thought, like I said, he's gonna be something like badass, something like Kenjuro or Kinemon, something like that, you know. But he's like, you know, he has this big, gigantic head and small part of his body, like small hands, small legs, you know, like, and he's dressed up, you know, somehow like a ninja. By his face, I have to tell you, he looks like fucking Wario. He looks like fucking Wario from Mario Party. I mean, he looks like fucking Wario. A few people will say he looks like Waluigi. No, he looks like Wario, because in the way how his face was shown, like when his mouth is open and everything, you know, he looks like exactly like Wario, you know. And the one thing, you know, it appears like, in one thing, you know, it appears like, I think I know the reason why they chained him up, because, like, you know, whatever, you know, the beast pirates they did to the Ming tribe, I think, you know, when he saw that, I think maybe like he really wanted to give himself up, you know, like, you know, for the sake of the others. And I think, and it appears like, you know, that you know, trying to protect him, you know, like not to go into his enemies, because, you know, for the friendship and everything, they chained him up. I think that's the reason why he was all chained up, you know. And okay, now let's go, you know, to the one thing. Oh, when I talk about fans of ninja, also it appears like Zoro and Law Hidden are also ninja fans, because they also asked Zoro, because they also both of them asked Zoro, Reizo to do some techniques and everything, you know. And then at the end, of course, you know, even after all the shitty pain in the ass thing, you know, even if he shouted them and everything, you know, or even if they called him ugly, and he also, like, with me, like, yes, Lord, and will never see me. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Leave me alone, you know. He's still showing the techniques. I mean, he looked more like, you know, a badass ninja. He more looks like some kind of a ninja clown, or ninja joke, you know, in a Wario type style, you know. But it was still cool, you know, it was still funny and everything, and really, if Razor looks like that, I really can't wait to see Wano Country. Because I can also believe that we're gonna have, you know, a lot of, like, funny, creepy characters, you know, like Razor. You know, I'm really seeing, I really want to see, like, you know, the people of Wano Country, you know, except Kanjuro, Kinemon, and Razor. And then again, I really like, you know, the end of the chapter. I mean, like, you know, I am the silent ninja, I am Razor of the Mist. You know, with like the scrolling on his mouth and everything, you know, that was really a super ending. And then, you know, when they say like Razor is our god, I mean, okay, I mean, I can see that. So overall, like I said, this chapter was this chapter was overall very great, because we had a lot of revelations, not about Momonosuke, but also about Jack. We have also a new Poneglyph, you know, in Zou, and also have the revelation of Razor and everything. And the one thing is also wondering, maybe all of you already, you know, tried to figure it out and everything, because I do believe they're also going to have, except Ryuma, Kinemon, Kanjuro, Razor, and Momonosuke, and Lord Odin, of course, I have a belief that even Shiryu, you know, who's a former head jailer in Rimpel Down, who is now a member of the Blackbeard Pirates, I do believe that maybe even he's from Wano Country. I do believe that even Shiryu of the Rain is a member of the Wano Country, because if that is true, I believe we're gonna maybe when the Stars go to Wano Country, maybe it's a possibility we're gonna see even Shiryu there. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. So we'll see. So here I am done. Overall, like I said, this chapter was overall, you know, very, you know, shocking with the revelations and everything, you know, and also very funny, especially with the design of Razor. And man, like, and they're really interested to see what the Poneglyph, this red Poneglyph, is going to say. Like, if there's going to be something, like I said, the ancestral weapons, about the ancient kingdom, about the void century, you know, about One Piece, or the real Poneglyph in Raft. I mean, who knows? We're going to see in the next chapter One Piece. So here I am done with the video. Comment, subscribe, give me thoughts on this. Tell me what you personally think about this chapter. What you personally think about the Razor's appearance. What you really think about, you know, the Poneglyph. What do you think about the Momonosuke's revelation, you know, his father, the clan, and everything. You know, drop a like or appreciate. Peace everyone, have an awesome day. Royal Shadows like always, signing off.